No stress. No.
How much time do you spend driving to work and back? What exactly do you do? Well, with the petrol price going through the roof and congestion in Cape Town being the highest in South Africa, could it get any worse? Meet Senzo, one of 520,000 people who drive to work on their own every day. On his commute from Kenilworth to the waterfront, every month he spends 2,000 Rand on fuel and parking. Factoring maintenance and other auto-related expenses, he spends 30% of his income on transport. But by far, the biggest cost he incurs is the 2 hours spent driving every day. Add this up, and Senzo spends a staggering 13 weeks a year driving, doing nothing. And so do you. If I could give you back 13 weeks of your life, just imagine what you would do. No, seriously, think about it. Take your time. We're not going anywhere. We're stuck here. Well, sit back and relax. Lüla has arrived. Lüla is an app that connects corporate commuters to private shuttles on their way to work, saving them time and money. Here's how it works. We partner with verified third-party shuttle operators who bring their shuttles and their drivers to the platform. They make use of the Lüla Driver app, which shows them who to pick up on their daily commute and optimizes the route for them. For commuters, we provide a commuter app that allows passengers to track, request, and pay for their ride. When the vehicle approaches them, they simply use their mobile pass to check into the vehicle. Now, for a user who typically pays 90 Rand driving to work every day, on Lüla they pay about 70 Rand. But when a company steps in, the rate drops even further. So with this newfound freedom for people like Senzo and the average Cape Townian, we freed up 20% time, saved them actually 20% of their income. We've given them back 100% of their time, and it took them just 45 seconds to sign up. But with this newfound freedom, what could you possibly do? Well, Senzo now can read a book. He can carry on with these emails. In fact, he could watch the entire series of Game of Thrones and still have time to file his taxes. You can get a lot done in 13 weeks. But don't take my word for it. Here's what we've done. Having run a number of pilots with 4 companies and counting, here's a look at our traction. So as mentioned, we've run a number of pilots with 4 different companies and counting. One of the companies I'd like to single out is Pixel Ferry. Whilst it's still early days, we've run 2 shuttles with 22 passengers, and we intend to get all 150 of their staff on the map. Looks a little something like this. But our model is both simple and lucrative. We charge a 20% service fee to all the operators who operate on our platform for every single trip taken. we allow commuters to purchase weekly and monthly passes on our platform to guarantee them the rides. But this market of corporate and conscious commuters, just in Cape Town alone, is over 30,000 companies with over 50 employees or more. Valued at that gives us about 10 billion rand worth of transport. But if Lüla had to carry just 5% of these users, our net revenue sits at about 100 million rand every single year. So, having run a number of pilots, and this is demo day, we are proud to make a few announcements. Firstly, Oricon, one of the largest transport and engineering firms, is currently running a pilot with us at their Century City office to over 500 people. Secondly, the V&A Waterfront is also running some pilots with Lüla. RCS, with over 1,000 people at their office, are about to begin their pilot with us the next coming weeks. But of course, how many of you struggled to get a parking today? Right here at Old Mutual. Well, of course, Old Mutual are proud to announce a pilot with us starting in the next few weeks. We're excited about this because with over 6,000 people driving to work every day, the vast majority of them do this on their own. And Lüla will be helping to endeavor to save them on the huge parking congestion problem they have at this building. And of course, they're a responsible citizen who will help them reduce their carbon emissions by up to 80%. Thank you. But don't hold your breath for that, because we also have some problems. When we manage to carry all those passengers, our map will look something like this. But like I said, don't hold your breath. Yeah, we'll be everywhere. But behind this mission to transform the way you commute and save the planet is a group of hard-working individuals. I'd like to single out 3 of them. First, my co-founder and CTO, Xabiso, is a computer science graduate with over 12 years experience in IT. Our operations manager, Linda Mahloko, has spent the past 4 years in the ride-hailing business, a former Uber employee who spent 2 years as the country manager for Taxify Africa. He grew that business from a few cars on the road to over 5,000. Last but not least, myself, Velaini Mboweni, having 3 degrees and started 2 ventures prior to this, I have the honor and privilege of leading the dream team as CEO. Now, it's clear that transport is about to have its very own Lüla moment. But we have a few requests. If you would like to have a more affordable, convenient, and productive ride to work, let's speak after this. If you'd like to provide that same kind of service to your staff, particularly those that work late, speak to us. But if you don't happen to work for any of these companies who are currently signed up and doing work with us, you can help us reduce the number of cars on the road by 10% by contributing to our next fundraise of over $650,000. This will make your commute a lot faster before you could even subscribe to a Lüla ride. So, let's do what's inevitably better for the commuter, for the company, and for the country. Join the rest of us. Join Lüla.